Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So, we just got back yesterday at about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we rolled in. The dogs were so excited to see us, and we were super excited to see the puppies. And then we decided to start unloading the toy hauler. And once we got the toy hauler unloaded, Bo's like, I started laundry, and Bo's like, you don't have to do the laundry today. You have a couple days to do it. And I'm thinking in my head, if I don't get all of the groceries in both arms in the house, I don't go back outside to get the rest of it. So I am going to bust my butt and get all the laundry done and put away. We literally had probably 7 loads of laundry and I got it all done except the sheets. The sheets I did finish this morning. But other than that, the toy hauler is unloaded, it's ready to be cleaned, and we are back. Today was hectic, running all over, trying to get the craft room back together, and it's still not even close to back together, but that's okay. That's the story of my life. But we had an amazing time. It was bittersweet coming home. We knew we needed to come home, but it was very sad because we definitely enjoyed every second of our trip. And it was a moment. I think we did 35 or 3,600 miles. We did 76 hours in the truck. Yes, 76 hours in the vehicle. But the crazy thing is, I usually fall asleep as soon as we start anywhere we go. We're going to Costco, which is 10 minutes away. I fall asleep on the way to Costco. And I had so many projects prepped and ready to put together that I only slept about an hour each time we were moving to a different place. So they were probably 5 or 6 hour drives as well. For me to only sleep an hour of it was pretty impressive. But I got 95% of the pillow gifts completed for the fall retreat. And let me tell you, if you haven't reserved your spot yet, you definitely want to because they are absolutely gorgeous and probably going to fall out of your chair when I hand them out. They are that spectacular. I will be offering it to go as well. So wait for that email to come out. I literally have probably 6 or 7 emails needing to go out, but I didn't want to bombard everybody with a million emails in one day. So I'm trying to get to scatter them throughout this week. So keep an eye for the to go version of the July or the fall retreats. But anyway, welcome and thank you for joining. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. Hello, Heather. Yes, the fall retreat is right around the corner. Less than 2 weeks from Thursday, I think, which is crazy. But hopefully, I can get things back into gear and get moving on doing the make and takes and stuff. Anyway, we have lots to show you today because I've been gone for so long that let's get started. Okay, I'm going to point you down. So another email that will be coming out is this flip calendar. I know it's kind of hard to put in the camera, but it stands on your desk, and this is what it looks like. I will have it available to do at the fall retreat as well as to go option. And I think I'm going to schedule a day in November as well for the ones that can't make it because it is short notice. But it has all 12 months, and I can't show you all of them, but it is spectacular. But this is the one that will be shown in the email, so I'll definitely let you guys see that. But it's so fun, it's gorgeous, and it just puts a smile on your face every time you sit at your desk and look at it. So there's that. Tomorrow is free shipping day. So I wanted to show you some of the new products Stampin' Up! Just came out with. This is the first time me opening it. When I went to Salt Lake and toured the Stampin' Up! Facility, they did have this out, so I was able to kind of just glimpse through it. But there was so much I wanted to see that I really didn't pay much attention to it. So this is the first time I'm opening it. So if you're not a scrapbooker, that is totally okay. We are actually going to make a card using some of the designer series paper. But the kit comes with all of the measurements and everything you need to create your page layouts. So I literally cannot wait to dig in and start playing and get back into scrapbooking. That was my original love of paper crafting, is scrapbooking. But they are now coming out with all of the amazingness so you can scrapbook. And the paper is so beautiful. It's bright and cheery, and you do get the cardstock to back or mat your pictures. So it is just so fun. But if you don't want the kit, it is totally okay. They have the designer series paper packs. Sorry, everything is on a little table beside me because I don't want to drop anything. So they do have just the paper pack of the kits. And then they have the little sticker pieces. So if you're new to making cards or new to scrapbooking, this is the perfect way to go. All you need is the paper and then the little sticker packs that go with it. We're going to be playing with this today. So I'll show you that a little bit more in depth. But I do want to show you the other kits that are out as well. So this is the Autumn to Remember. So again, you get the same colored PDF. So all you have to do is read the instructions, cut your paper, and make your page layouts. And they have the Autumn sticker pack as well. And there's one left, I think, maybe two. It's on a different part of my desk because I didn't have enough room on my little table. So these two are Reindeer Memories and Snow Days. So these are two of the other kits that they just released as well. And don't worry, you can make cards with them too. And they're a great price point. I should have printed, well, I do have the printout, but I left it in the house. So let's bring in, oh, one more thing I want to show you, and then we'll bring in our projects for today. These are the 3 stamp sets that go along with the bundles. You don't have to get them, but you can if you want to. So you have the Snow Day stamp sets. You have the Halloween Memories, and I love how big and bold they are. So spectacular. And then the Autumn to Remember. I love the September to Remember. I think that is so pretty. Okay, that's a lot of information in a short time span. I apologize. But let's get started on the card we're going to be playing with today. So we are using the Potions and Spells. It is a photopolymer stamp set, and it comes with the matching dies. I literally don't even know how many of the cauldrons and the cat and the bird that I've cut out. I've used a lot of this set, and it's spectacular. So if you don't have it, I highly recommend that. And then here is the designer series paper. And what's nice about this is you actually get 3 sheets. I know as I say you get 3 sheets, I'm only pulling 2 out. It's because I used one and I left it on my desk. So that's the back side. And then here's 3 pieces of Granny Apple Green. And I love the back side. This one is Gorgeous Grape. And then the fun, adorable black and white. And then the striped pattern. And you have the pool party, I believe, or I can't remember exactly. Oh, let's look at the back of the page. It is pool party. I was right. So, absolutely phenomenal paper. And tomorrow is free shipping. So if you want to give this a try, I would definitely add this on to your order for free shipping day. So that's the designer series paper. And we can't have a Halloween card without some amazing glimmer paper. So I brought in the 3-color glimmer paper pack. It's Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. And then I brought in the Berry Burst, Old Olive, and White. Even though that says all of these colors, but apparently I put the Granny Apple Green glimmer paper in the wrong container. But we do have a glimmer paper that has Granny Apple Green in it. I guess I did not look at that. Okay, let's bring in our card. Here is the card we're going to be making today. It says Potions and Spells. And I did a Happy Halloween, and I did the little potion bottles, spell bottles at the bottom. And then I just put a little piece of our designer series paper on the flap. So it's kind of a different fold, and it's not our normal 8.5 by 5.5. It's actually 8 by 5.5. So let's bring in all of our parts and pieces. So we have a piece of basic white. It is 8 inches by 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25. So when you fold it, you are going to have a 1/2 of an inch gap on the right side. So I'm going to take this and give it a nice, good, crisp crease. And then I have a piece of Gorgeous Grape, and this is 3.5 inches by 5.25. And I ran it through the embossing machine with one of our folders. This is one of the folders that's in the holiday catalog. I didn't write the name of it down, but you could use any one of them. Even if we had the web, remember a few years ago we had the spider web, that would be pretty spectacular on this one. So we're just going to glue this down. And I haven't been at my Facebook Live table in 2 weeks, so I think my glues are a little gunked up, but I have another one, brand new one over here, so I'll just open that one. You don't realize when you get in high altitude that your green glue expands. So when you open the lid, be prepared to wear it. It definitely goes everywhere. And I think I have mastered fussy cutting and driving on bumpy roads. I don't know how many things that I had to fussy cut on the drive, and I actually think I mastered it. I mastered using glue and liquid glue and driving. Not me personally driving, but I was in the passenger seat. So yes, I've mastered a lot of things that I never thought I would say I mastered. This is pumpkin pie, and it's 3.25 by 3.25. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals and put on the back and one in the middle because we don't like anything to sag. There we go. And this is going to go right up top, just making sure I have even spacing around the 3 edges. And then I have the Spells and Potion Designer Series paper. So you could use either side, but I really like this side. And the one amazing thing about this paper, when you cut it at 3 inches, this is what you get. So you get equal parts on both sides. And I really, really liked that. So cutting it at 3 by 3, you're going to get the equal parts on both sides. So I'm just going to glue this down. Perfect. Super cute already, right? So I do have the opposite side of this designer series paper to go on the edge. So I'm going to open my card up, put some adhesive on here, and this is a 1/2 of an inch by 5.25. And I'm just going to lay that right on the edge. There we go. So all we have left to do, and I don't know why I keep putting the lid on because we're going to be using it more. Now I have, even though this is Gorgeous Grape, the Highland Heather really works well with it. So I went ahead and cut the inside spell bottles out of Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. So when I was driving, I actually put probably 30 or 40 of these guys together. I did use mini glue dots because bouncing and using liquid glue on this tiny little piece was a bit much for my brain to handle. So you can use the liquid glue or you can use a mini glue dots. Most of the stuff I did master using the green glue, but some of the little tiny pieces, I knew my limits. That's why I said 95% of the pillow gifts are done for the retreat, is because one of them I really needed to use the liquid glue, but they were super tiny pieces, and I was like, I can't. I'm going to make a hot mess, and then I'm going to have to redo it. So, yes, but I didn't think I could craft as much as I did in a moving vehicle. And this does have a little indent and then a flat bottom. So you want to make sure the little indent is up at the top when you're cutting this guy out. Perfect. Let's flip these over, and I will put dimensionals. Oh, there it is. There we go. And then I like to just pick them all up, and then we can start putting them on our card. If you tuck it kind of close to the bottom, you'll be able to fit your sentiment in the center. So I'm going to go kind of as close to the bottom with leaving a little bit of room. And then I'm going to do one on each side, just so I can position the other two kind of in the center. I think this card still makes me smile. It's so stinking cute. Okay, now I have a piece of scrap, and it's a smidgen over a quarter of an inch. And I know I always say that you guys hate it when I do little tiny pieces, but I just wanted a little smidgen to go right above here that says Happy Halloween. You could definitely stamp on the inside a bigger sentiment if you wanted to, but I just wanted a little something on the top of it. So I have my Happy Halloween from the stamp set, and hopefully I can get this straight. Oh, that's not too tragic. And everybody close your eyes when I do this. I'm going to bring in my punch and punch out my edges just to give it a nice pretty banner. And I say close your eyes because this punch is retired, and I really do try not to use retired stuff because you can't get it. And it's not fair if I'm using it, but it just makes the best banners, and it's so easy. And if you have it, you might as well use it. So let's flip this over and grab our mini dimensionals. There we go. Let's peel the backing off. And this guy is going to get tucked in right here. If I had some rhinestones, I would sprinkle some rhinestones on here, but they are actually on my order form to order on free shipping day tomorrow. So I will have some rhinestones. I'm just one of those things where out of sight, out of mind, and I don't realize I'm out until I need them. And I've been out for a while, and I just keep forgetting to order them. So they are on my wish list, or my ordering list for tomorrow. So I already went through all the measurements and everything, but I'm just going to go ahead and put the other card together. So again, I'm using our thick basic white, our Gorgeous Grape that I embossed. We're going to add some dimensionals to the pumpkin pie. And also note that these are the colors that I'm using. You can definitely use different colors. It doesn't have to be the exact colors I'm using. So if you don't have these colors, but you have other ones that match, definitely use them. I'm going to tuck this up to the top. Or if you want to recreate my exact card, it's free shipping tomorrow. We always like free stuff. And you'll get the glow-in-the-dark paper as well. So there's that. Let's bring these guys in. And we do have this little tool that your little tweezers that you can use. Let's see if I can do this or if it's just easier to do it by hand. I think sometimes when you're just so used to doing something by hand, using an extra tool doesn't seem like it helps, but it actually might because my hands are big and that actually did go down quite easy. And I really didn't have to fumble with it. I should probably start using this little guy more often. He sits on my Facebook Live table, so I have zero excuse not to use it. I just have to remember not to put it on backwards. That's probably the most challenging for me. Hold it, glue it, and then lay it. I think if I used it more often, I would get the hang of it. But it is very nice. I won't lie. I did enjoy that. Okay, let's bring in our scrap, do our sentiments. Hopefully it's straight. Yep, that looks pretty good. I'm going to close this now so I don't put my hand in it. And by the time I do all of this, my glue will be dry. Oops. That could have been catastrophic right there. Grab your mini dimensionals. And I do have another pack of big ones, so I don't need to cut those edges, but I will later for sure. And then we'll take all of these backings off at once. So I started with the little, and then it gets caught into the big, and then I'm able to pick them all up in one swoop. So let's pick all of these up and bring it in. So I'm going to start with the bigger bottle with the Highland Heather on one edge, and then the Granny Apple Green. And then I can come in and position these so they are kind of equally spaced. And then our Happy Halloween. And last but not least, let's put our little edge on. There we go. Okay, let me bring them all back in. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really loved putting this together and designing it, and I think it turned out so fun and so cute. Anyway, that is your guys' live for tonight. I will definitely be back on Thursday for another fun card or scrapbooking page. Who knows? Depends on how much stuff I can get done tomorrow and on Thursday before the live, depending on what we do. But don't forget, tomorrow is free shipping. It is for 24 hours. If you're in Arizona, it actually starts at 11:59 our time, because we're an hour behind Salt Lake City. So it will start at 11, sorry, it'll start at 10:59, 11 o'clock Arizona time. So if you are in Arizona and you are going to be staying up, you can definitely get your order in as early as 11 p.m. I do have to work at 4 a.m., so I won't be staying up for this, this free shipping like I usually do. I might set my alarm for a few minutes earlier so I can get up earlier and place it, but I won't be staying up tonight to do it. Anyway, If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday. Have a great day, have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.